Hello YouTube. My name is Ulf. I live in Sweden, and I would try to do something here in English, even though my English isn't that good, of course. But I hopefully you can understand me, and I get something out of this. I don't know. We'll see about that. I'm gonna tell you about my plans here. It started like 30 years ago. I was working as a salesman, a traveling salesman. I visited stores for a company in Sweden, and I traveled like 1/3 of the Swedish area, the south of Sweden. If you know anything about Sweden, you know it's narrow and tall, long. So I visited stores in the south part of Sweden, and I had a company car. I stayed at hotels. I brought my dog. I had my dog along all the time. It was a pretty nice time. I did that work for about 4 or 5 years, something. During that time, the last like 2 years, I thought of I should have an RV, a mobile home, because I could I lived in the very south of Sweden, and one Friday I could be let's say 700 kilometers from home. So I drove home, and I spent the weekend at home in the south of Sweden, and the next Monday morning, or maybe sometimes on Sunday night, I drove the way back where I stopped last week, 600 or 700 kilometers away. And I stayed at hotels. And I thought maybe if I had a mobile home, it would be much. I shouldn't have to go home, because I would be at home all the time. And I thought it would save money for my company as well. And I talked about them. I talked to them about it. And they thought it was a good idea, actually. We started to check things out. But it didn't work out because of some stupid tax rules in Sweden. And so, anyway, it didn't work out. I stopped working there after a couple of years. And life went on. But I had the old idea in my head for a long time. My life changed. I was living together with a girl, with a couple of girls, maybe. Not at the same time, though. Even if it would have been nice. No, it wouldn't. In the last year, let's say a year ago, I started to think more and more about this. I'm 57 years old right now, and I thought, if I'm going to do this, I have to start acting and stop thinking about it. So I started to plan for a life on wheels, minimalistic life on wheels. In May or June last year, I really started. I started to save money. I stopped buying stuff, which is very nice, actually. I don't need stuff. I got stuff all over here. I got too much stuff. Uh, One big problem was I had two cats, and I didn't know what to do with them. I have a small caravan, which I'm using for weekends and holidays and stuff, when I don't work in summertime and such. Uh, and I had brought my cats into the caravan now and then. And I even tried out last summer to go on small trips, and I brought the cats and I let them go out. And I was really scared they wouldn't come back. But they did actually. But I was really nervous all the time, and the cats didn't like it. They they are used to go out and in as they please at home. Uh, and in the caravan they couldn't, no. So I had to park the caravan in the woods or certain places where I felt calm about all this, and I let them out, and it could take 12 hours, 24 hours something, and they didn't come back, but finally they did. But the cats didn't like it. They felt uh, I could see they were like very nervous, and so I decided to find a new home for my cats. The cats were 6 years old, so I pretty much know it wouldn't be very easy to get them a new home. I started to ask people around and, telling them about my plans and stuff. And one day, like 3, 4, 5 months later, I was talking to this guy at work, and he told me about one of his cats who died last summer, and he had his eyes open to get a new one, and he didn't want kittens. He wanted a grow up cat, and I told him about my cats, and he's a very, very nice guy. He lives. He's got a horse farm uh, on the countryside here in the south of Sweden. It's like 50 kilometers from where I live. So he took care of both my cats. In like a month, I moved them there, and I don't think they actually miss me much, because I'm pretty sure, I'm totally sure they are living a very, very good life on this horse farm. There's more people. I'm a single guy, and the guy, his name is Johan. He has got a girlfriend, and I think his girlfriend's mother is also living in the house. So that there's like 3 people or 4 when their daughter is at home, who pets the cats. I think they have a really, really good life. And I'm so thankful and so glad that he decided to take care of them. It couldn't be better for me. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you very much, Johan and Eva. Uh, and after the cats moved, oh, it was like throwing away a big, big stone in my backpack. Everything felt so much more easy. Uh, and almost the first thing I did when the cats moved, I felt like now it's really going my way here. So I contacted a broker uh, who helped me to sell my house. I live in a small house. uh, it's like 10 minutes from the city, in the town where I live. And after a couple of months, I sold my house. The house is actually sold now, but I stay here until the last of February. February. Do you understand me at all? Thanks. Hopefully you do. And now it's in the beginning of January. It's like the 7th or 8th January today. I don't know what. So in about 1.5 months, I'll be leaving. Do I have a mobile home? No, I don't. But I still have my small caravan, which I'm moving into. I'm allowed to place the caravan at my work, and I got power from there as well. I can shower at work and stuff like that. My caravan is not made for winter living. It's small, like it's like 35 years old English caravan. I like it very much because I had it, for almost like 6 or 7 years now, 8 years. Yeah, 7 years I think. Dumb thing with it, I put solar panels on it, and it's fun to take care of things. And so in about 1 month from now, 1.5 months, I'm moving into my caravan. And it will still be winter here in Sweden. So right now it's about 8 degrees below in Celsius counted. But here in the south of Sweden, it's the weather is more or less the same as in I would say in England, in northern England, Scotland maybe, or in the northern Germany. It's the same weather as here. Sometimes, like right now, we're having cold weather, but that's not always. Anyway, I'll be moving into my caravan and keep on saving money, save up money, and I'm gonna stay there for about half a year, 8 months maybe, or something. And in October, I reckon I'm going to buy myself this mobile home. I really don't know what kind of mobile home I want to have yet. First, I was thinking about something really big, like 8 or 9 meters, living full time, But now I'm more into a much smaller vehicle, like a van. I've been looking lots on those German vans. Mobile home vans, RV vans. I don't know what's the right word in English, but I find lots of them on the internet, of course. I'm looking at the YouTube clips all the time, and I'm following other people who lives who lives full time in RVs and vans and stuff. I like one favorite right now is Puzzle Revolution. Revolution is about 6 meters, 40 centimeters something long. It's 2 meters, 5 centimeters wide. It's a small one, but what I do really like with the Revolution model is the rear bed is You can move it like a lift, up and down with an electric motor. And why I like that is because I got a scooter, a small scooter, moped scooter, which I really like. I've been actually going around all Europe with it. So I really love it. I like my scooter. And I want to bring that along. And in that van I can. I just rise the bed as much as needed, and there's a lot of space for it. And then I lower the bed as much as it can be lowered, and I'm gonna sleep a bit up on the bed. Really nice. What do you think about this YouTuber? Would it be anything for you? Would you be interested in following me on my tour, on this project? Living in a van, selling my house, giving all my stuff away. I already started with giving my stuff away. Almost all the furniture is given away already. People hasn't collected it yet, but I gave it all away almost. But I got thousands and thousands of small things that I also have to get rid of. I gave away like, I don't know, 500 or 600 books so far. I just gave away to a 19-year-old girl, a neighbor, and she loved it. It's a little bit strange to just give my stuff away, but I like it. The more I give away, the more I like it. It's such a freedom to give it away. And when I move into my caravan, a little bag of clothes, my tools. They're gonna say some tools, which I need in the caravan and in the van, of course. I'm also gonna save tools for leather work. That's a hobby of mine. I'm cutting and sewing in leather, stitching in leather. I do small purses and wallets and stuff. It's really fun, and I reckon I can keep on doing that in my caravan and in a mobile home. So this video is almost like 20 minutes right now, so I guess it's a bit too long, but anyway, that's the way it is. Thank you for listening to me, and hopefully you understand my Swinglish, as we say here. Hopefully there will be another one. See you later, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye.